some other stuff.
Darrell Jazz Johnson, Gospel Herald, CitySportsReport.com, here with former NBA player and current Dallas Mavericks on-air personality, Mr. Dirk Harper. Derek, how are you doing today?
Doing very well. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Quick question about the new year. Did you make any New Year's resolutions for 2015?
Draw closer to the Lord. That's always my resolution.
That's a great one to have.
Yep.
So the Celtics, the Mavericks recently traded Rajon Rondo. How do you think he's fitting into the team thus far as a former point guard yourself?
I think anytime you try and implement new players into the league, it's a challenge. I think it's more of a challenge when it's an offensive-minded guy. I think the fact that Rondo is a facilitator first, I think he simply makes us better as a basketball team. You add that kind of quality to what was a pretty good roster anyway, and I think moving forward, we actually have a chance to be really, really good.
Now, how quickly, I believe you were traded to the Knicks mid-season as well. What are some of the challenges that you faced back then that you think Rondo will be facing now?
Well, personally, I think trying to do too much. I think a lot of times you come in and you want to take off right away, and I think you have to learn tendencies of different players, a different team. It's a different system altogether. Fortunately for Rondo, he is a pass-first point guard. He's not a guy that's looking for his own shot. I think that helps the transition, but the other thing is just finding your comfort, understanding where you're going to be getting shots from on a new basketball team, and I think he's astute enough to do so and will fit, again, extremely well with this Maverick unit.
Everyone talks about Tim Duncan aging gracefully and putting up good numbers, but Dirk is doing the same thing. How do you think Dirk has been able to maintain the great production he has as he's gotten older?
Well, it's a combination of things. I think it's a mindset, number one. I think it's being in one system his whole career. That actually helps the situation, of course. And he's a workaholic. The guy stays in the gym to this day. He's always trying to get better as a player. And I think as your career progresses, it's important for you to add different things to your game. He's been able to do that. And, the Mavericks have done a good job, I think this year in particular, of surrounding him with solid players, guys that can give him a breather here and there, and it's working out pretty well for him.
How great was it for the team to get back Tyson Chandler, who they won a championship with back in 2011?
I think that's the key, is getting him back. Obviously, he's a police in the paint. Tyson is a born leader, in my opinion. The guy really understands what it takes to be successful. And, New York didn't want him, so one man's junk is another man's treasure, so to speak. He's been great for the Mavericks.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you see the Dallas Mavericks in June as?
Absolutely, and all of that, provided you don't have any serious injuries. I think Dallas has as good a chance as anybody to be there in June. Again, making the trade will take time, but I think moving forward, I think adding Rondo to the mix is really going to give Dallas even more of a chance. There's a lot of parity in the Western Conference, so nothing is guaranteed, but I really like the basketball team. You'll see tonight.
All right. Thanks a lot for your time.
All right. You're welcome.